The injured reserve list. You got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Aleem McNeil, James Houston. What are the vibes in Allen Park? These guys coming back? Like, are they playing this week? Is Aleem almost back? Because after this week, he's available. I'm correct?
Yes. So he's not going to play this week.
James Houston.
Not going to play this week.
Rumor was last week, though, he's going to be back at practice this week.
He might get his clock started this week, so I don't know
what
their strategy is. It will look, I think they're off Friday, but they could still start the clock. Although I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I don't know. He's not going to be playing this weekend. Still unconfirmed. I don't know if C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I don't know if C.D. Deuce is going to be playing, but we got to wait for that full practice. Like that, they just haven't. Given that. Hey, they need him back, and they would need him back for this game. But the emergence of Iffy, the NFC North Defensive Player of the Week, how Brian Branch is playing, how Kirby Joseph is playing. This is totally just in my head. No coach has said this, but they do have the ability to take it a little slower if that's how they choose.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's the right thing or wrong thing.
I do get that, but I was hoping, like, especially with the James Houston one, I felt like from when that happened going forward a couple weeks into that, it was like, hey, James Houston probably would be back before C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That was kind of the vibe I took. So I was hoping, like, okay, Dallas is that goal week. To know that things are progressing correctly, that he's going to be able to come back for the playoffs, I was like, all right, Dallas is that week to maybe he starts to get in. And
Houston or C.D. Deuce?
James Houston. And we just haven't heard it. Like, we saw, like, a month ago, we saw him back in the practice facility out there doing work. And I was like, okay, this has to be a sign. Like, Dallas is in 4 or 5 weeks. Like, we're going to – haven't heard anything.
Yes, but
have not heard anything.
This is where it gets – he's still on schedule. Like, I don't know if it's a week early or a week late, but he's still right where the expected recovery time frame was for his broken fibula. C.D. Deuce is 3 months early. Like, he tore his pec. He's supposed to be out for the season. He came back in 95 days, and although you can still a torn pec, the surgery just needs to heal, and you just need to get stronger. Like, you are able to recover faster, but it's now the recovery of his body going through a football game. I would love to see him play at Dallas, even if they aren't committed to making him a focal point, really working him in, get him out there for a couple series so he can experience this recovery now. He can hit some people. He can go through the game, warming up go through the whole game scenario, and then have this whole week to recover and see how his body recovers from that versus using week 18 as that.